What's up, guys? Dave from BetSum. Going to go over my NBA daily fantasy picks and bets for Monday, February 13th, 2017. So there's an 11-game slate, and the highest total is 230 or 229, or I'm sorry, 240. Golden State Warriors at the Denver Nuggets. The Warriors are 11.5-point favorites in a game that could be a blowout. It could stay within 15. It's tough to say. Public's all over Golden State in what more likely will be a blowout, but that's certainly a game to target with a 240 total. That's insanely high. Some other high totals are 209, 217. 217 is the Thunder at Wizards, which is the second highest total. So those are a few games to keep your eye on in this deep slate tonight. So in today's lineup, we're going to start at point guard with Mike Conley, who's versus the terrible banged-up backcourt of the Nets, and he should have a good chance of a monster versus weak defense of Spencer Dinwiddie and Randy Foye. He's a great three-point shooter and a 10-assist threat, and he did get 65 points in the last few games, so he can 9 or 10x. He can explode, basically. So I think he's got a great matchup tonight. A value play that may be somewhat popular, but in such a deep slate it shouldn't matter too much, is Langston Galloway. Buddy Hield and Etuan Moore are out, so Tyreek Evans and Galloway should get the minutes. And Evans is on a injury restriction of about 20 minutes, so Galloway does have the better chance and is cheaper, so I do tend to lean towards him. But I also like Evans, who I may roster in a few lineups tomorrow too, for the same reasons. He's a little more expensive, and he is on that minute restriction, but he has a much higher ceiling than Langston Galloway. He's a bigger threat, and he's a triple threat kind of guy, so I don't mind playing either of them, but Langston Galloway should probably get more minutes. And on that note, Devin Booker may also be a good play, as he's against these two inexperienced backups. At power forward, I like Draymond Green tonight. He's playing like a monster right now, and he's in that super high total game. And whether it's a blowout or not, I expect him to always get the minutes. He's one of the last of their stars to sit during the blowouts, which this game potentially could be. He's also got the potential to 9x, 10x his price, so that's always nice to have when you're spending money. At center, I like Hassan Whiteside tonight. I just think he's playing versus the Magic, who can't guard anybody, and he's just going to dominate Vucevic and Ibaka. I just think it's a great matchup for him. He's been playing great. Miami has been playing great. So I'm going to salary him, or I'm going to roster him while his salary is somewhat reasonable and people are off him due to his poor last two performances. I'm going to throw in a second shooting guard in this lineup because I like Bradley Beal a lot tonight, who is home versus Oklahoma City. This game should be a shootout, and he has a great matchup. I never mind paying up for the shooting guards that can't sink your lineup. And this guy, again, has the capability of a 60-point game or so, which you got to love from your players. Another potential value play to look at is Karis LeVert on the Nets. He's been seeing a lot of minutes lately, and I really like his game in general. He's very active on defense. He goes to the hoop hard. He's got a great-looking jump shot, and he in general just hustles really hard. So he could be a guy who goes up to backup, I should say, to 4K to 4,500. When he gets the minutes, he certainly does produce, and he has the potential to 10x his score, as we see here with this 37-point game. Last but not least, I'm going to roster a lot of Gordon Hayward. I think that his OPRK at 13th is cool. It kind of has him hidden, and I think in general he's a great price right now for the production he's putting out, and he's got the highest usage rate for the forward position on this slate tonight, and he obviously gets a ton of minutes, 43 and 38 the last two. Another good value play to consider would be Ed Davis for 3,000, who is filling in for the recently traded Mason Plumlee. So make sure to include him into a few of your rosters just in case. As far as my NBA bets, I've won my last two that I've posted here on the channel, and I'm going to attempt to catch fire tonight with the Mavs at home, +2 versus Boston. Dallas is playing great right now after a disastrous first quarter of the season. They've got 4 very solid guards all of a sudden. They're a team that is getting better every game. Their perception hasn't really caught up to them yet. Whereas Boston, on the other hand, is super hot right now, and their true strength may be a bit inflated. So I like Dallas at home. That's it for today. Join us tomorrow for more daily fantasy picks and sports bets, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Good luck today.